This is a little quick video and showing you how I can take a retail Wi-Fi cloud device and build out my own little custom programming jig here in order to take the Sonoff factory firmware off. You know, I'm not a big fan of the cloud, and I don't want to depend on these other companies for my network security on my LAN. And in order to do that, I take off the requirement of the cloud access software and make it where everything is controllable via my local network. So basically, I don't have to be connected to the internet for it to work. Everything can be done using my home Wi-Fi. And if I do want to access it from outside, I do the secure way, and I use a VPN, a virtual private network. So when you disassemble this piece right here, it's actually quite simple. You have an AC to DC converter, you have a simple relay, and then you have the Wi-Fi chip right here. And Sonoff does a good job. They know that a niche for their market are people like me that program it. And you can see TX, RX for transmit, receive, ground, and 3.3 volts for the powering on the chip right here. So using the 3D printer, I just made this little simple jig using some pogo pins. These are spring-loaded pins. And what these will do is using this FTDI clip to change out the firmware. They will rest onto the board, lining up with those little pads that I showed you earlier. And then to program it, what I'll do is I will power on this chip the same time that I am holding this button down. So a little quick confirmation there. We'll power this dude up, and the chip should be ready to program now. So I'm going to lift it up here to the computer, and here's my little workshop right here. And with the computer, first thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to wipe the firmware. Alright, so we completed the firmware, wiped it off, and because I just ran the chip, it has reset, and now I have to power it once again to set it in program mode. So I'll power this chip down, push the button, power back up. It's ready to receive the updated firmware. And this is a nice little program right here. This is a nice little program right here that will allow me to take the firmware, it's called Sonoff is the firmware, and load it directly onto the chip. So I'm going to check Sonoff and flash, and if you look down here, you'll see the little lights are blinking. That means that we are loading the software. All right, flashing is complete. That was kind of boring to watch. Maybe I'll speed up through that process, which you'll hear me talking about it after the fact, but you'll figure it out. All right, so now it's done. It's been updated. See the LED green blinking. I'll take my other little phone here, and I should see a Sonoff Wi-Fi network. And there it is. So there's that Sonoff Wi-Fi network, and that is the network that I can log into now to configure the switch, put it on the network securely, and then once again I'll drop its own little Wi-Fi access point. Thanks guys, let us know how we can help you out. Take care, bye.